Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ekasala Unfiltered with your host, Zach Ekasala. And today, we are going to be taking a look at Lord of the Rings The Two Towers, continuing our Lord of the Rings movie arc, I guess you could say. Uh, I'll try to stall when so people can have some time to arrive. It isn't the typical stream day. We're streaming on a Saturday. I apologize for having to reschedule. Um, I might in the future the streams might be on Saturday. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Fridays usually work better for my schedule, but things might change, so we'll see. We'll see. Um, but before we begin, please subscribe. I haven't been saying that on my streams, but please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, and also make sure that you're notified. So make sure that you have notifications on, so that you never miss when I go live. You never miss a video. You miss anything like that. So make sure to do that, and also follow Ekasala Unfiltered on TikTok and Instagram at Ekasala.unfiltered. That's all. That's it. That's it. Ekasala.unfiltered. So make sure to follow either on Instagram or TikTok or both, so you can catch some of the bite-sized clips from the streams. They're pretty funny. I think they're pretty funny. I edit them all myself. Uh, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. So yeah, I guess I'll go over what we'll be doing today. It's gonna be like all the other streams. We're just gonna be diving into the film. I'm gonna break it down scene by scene. Um, Today is gonna be a little different because I can't stay. I'm capped, I guess. I'll only be able to stream at most for 4 hours. So I'll be able to stream from what time is it? In the East Coast, it'll be uh 9 p.m. For me, it'll be like 7. So it's gonna be a shorter stream today. I know, short 4 hour stream, short 4 hour stream. But so it'll probably be a part one of two, and then either next week or the week after we'll continue with part two. So I guess let's just dive in. Let's just dive in. I love this film. I mean, I love all the Lord of the Rings trilogy, obviously, but for a long time, when I was younger, this used to be my favorite of the trilogy. Uh, I've changed. I don't know. It always changes for me. I like. It used to be the Two Towers. I loved the Battle of Helm's Deep, which we'll see. Also, please, I had to raise the opacity of the copyright shield here, just because copyright, it's a problem. I'm gonna try to figure out a better way to do this so that you guys can see more of what I'm watching. But I'd like having it on screen, and this is the best and kind of the only way I can do it without getting banned. No, not banned, but the stream can get like shut down. Um, but yeah, I used to like the Two Towers the most when I was younger, when I was like 7 or 8, because of the Battle of Helm's Deep, which is a pretty solid reason I think for picking it as your favorite. And then I switched to the Return of the King because I don't know, it switches up, and now I think my favorite is either Return of the King or the Fellowship of the Ring. I can't really tell. I'm not sure. It always changes. Oh, this scene is awesome. I love this scene. Uh, with Mr. Gandalf, a little recap, I guess you could say. See here. Of course, they couldn't help themselves, and they put the all these beautiful, gorgeous helicopter shots of New Zealand again. You can't get enough of those in these films. And here we go. This scene is incredible. Um, they actually, I'm pretty sure for this scene, which we'll see in a moment when he's falling, they put Ian McKellen on like a wires and swings or something like that, and had him like dangling in some kind of green screen room, not XR, green screen, and it looks better than the XR. But I could talk about the XR forever and how much I don't like it. Oh, it's so good. And I've heard there are some people who don't like the scene, like Critical Drinker. He's a great YouTuber, great film guy, uh, who I watch a lot. but I do disagree with him. He doesn't like this scene. He thinks it's too. He thinks it's like showing. I forgot exactly what his critique was. He thinks that it's like ruins the twist that Gandalf is alive at the end, but I don't think it does. I think it's incredible. I don't think you could, like, if you're a first time viewer and you haven't read the books, you don't really know if Gandalf lives if he's doing this. It's just a weird critique, I would say. Excuse me. I've got my nice Canada Dry ginger ale here. You can't ask for better. You got your beautiful Canada Dry ginger ale. You got your Lord of the Rings. It's a beautiful time. Like, this scene is crazy. I don't know how you could not like this scene. Look at it. It's beautiful. It looks great. It still looks great. Just keep in mind that these films are 25 years old, and they still rival, like, the effects rival that of most things that come out today, which is pretty wild, and it costs way less. I mean, I've gone into depth about that before. I still need to do a video on that. I'm gonna find time to do a video looking more into the budgetary stuff. So we're about to have our first extended scene, actually, of the Two Towers. That's where Sam uses the elven rope. Yeah, this is all extended. This next little part here is extended. Again, it's just more, like, look at this. Look what they have to do. It's cut out. I just don't understand. And yeah, this was a real set with, I mean, they're all real sets. I shouldn't say that. It's like a practical location, and they shot it on. They had wires and all that to actually do the stunts. It's pretty insane, and all of it was cut. All of it was cut, which is pretty crazy. Wait, can you guys let me know something? Hold on, let me pause for a second. If I raise the volume. Oh, wait, shoot. Let me just test something. Bear with me. Let me let it play for a second with the volume. Hold on, hold on. Can you guys hear it? You can't. Okay, that's better. That's beautiful. Okay. Great. Great, great, great. That's all I needed to know. Okay, so now I can actually see it, watch it with some audio. um, I mean, I guess, like, I will say this about this scene. Although I think it's fine, I think it just shows more hardship that they have to, like, deal with together. And that's the, like, this is the theatrical movie starts right here. This scene right here. This is where the title card shows after the Gandalf stuff. Uh, But that scene is them struggling, and it's him and Frodo and Sam struggling together for the first time since leaving the Fellowship. And I don't know. I would have kept it. Again, I guess like, if I had to cut stuff for the sake of the theatrical edition, I would cut it because it's not absolutely integral, but it's still important. Reminiscing about Gandalf here. Oh yeah, and they changed the design of Sauron's eye. I don't really know why they did that. Um, I prefer the eye that they end up going with for the second and third movie than the first eye. I guess because the first eye probably landed on like they probably weren't sure if it would look good. I don't think that if you think back to the eye that's maybe it would look good on the tower. I don't know. I like the eye that they end up going with though personally. I don't have an issue with it. Fatty. Fatty, he's going to eat all the bread. Yeah, give Frodo a little niblet and then you're going to eat a huge chunk. Yeah, you fatty. Fat hobbit. Gollum's right. Fat hobbit. Fat hobbit. No, I love Sam, but he is fat. How are you this thick? And you've been journeying for that long. He's got to be eating other stuff, right? Look at his cheeks. No jawline. This was cut. Yes, this was cut. I'm a pro at these. I know exactly which scenes were cut from the theatrical. It's creepy. They should have kept this in. It's creepy. It's eerie. And it builds more, leans more into, I mean, it's Gollum. He smells. No, he got BO. Wait a minute. I never thought about this. Do they have deodorant in the Hobbit, in the Lord of the Rings world? Or do they all stank all the time? I've never thought about that. They're probably stinky. After those battles, stinky. The orcs, ooh. Rancid. Manure, probably. Here he is, Gollum. He looks so good. Gollum looks so good. Look at him. Freaky Gollum. Meth head at Gollum. Gollum is kind of like the quintessential meth head look. Am I wrong? I could see him shooting up in an alleyway. Oh my god. Andy Serkis does such a good job with this character. It's insane. And I believe this is like one of the first times that we had seen like a character that was full, because Gollum was originally going to be fully CGI. I mean, he's fully CGI, but he was never gonna have, because Andy Serkis wore like the suit with all the dots and everything to play Gollum and get the movements and everything. But Gollum was originally supposed to be fully CGI, which probably would have looked super like look at that. He looks incredible. It probably would have looked super unnatural, like his movements and everything, if it was fully CGI, especially back then. But then again, I mean, the troll, even though the troll didn't look great in the Fellowship of the Ring, it still moved realistically. But I'm glad they ended up going with, oh my god, Andy Serkis in the suit. Because I'm sure it also helped Frodo and Sam, or not Frodo and Sam, but all the actors, Elijah Wood, Sean Ashton, and everyone act a bit better, being able to act with a physical person. Because then you see like the Hobbit movies, and you got Ian McKellen crying on set because he's acting completely alone in a green room, no other actors. Oh my god! And Gollum's so expressive. I'm pretty sure this is kind of. I mean, I guess it's not like. I'm pretty sure they kind of wanted Gollum to look a little like Andy Serkis, which I guess is a little insulting. But like Andy Serkis does have pretty unique features. He has like big old eyes that they extenuated here. Because Andy Serkis does look a little like Gollum. You could side by side, they do look similar. And the voice is so good. And for the voice, they had on set, they actually had this this like bottle of what they called Gollum juice, and it was ginger, honey, like tea water, and he always had it on set because his throat would get like ruined after, a bunch of takes after all day talking like that. Could you imagine? Take it, Avash. Freaky Gollum, man. His knee's gonna be hurting. Also, Ro's like over 500 years old. Can you imagine that? Look how limber he is for 500. What kind of skincare does Gollum do to be looking like that at 500? I mean, he looks terrible, but for 500 years old, he's got less wrinkles than. I mean, I guess Yoda's 900, right? When he dies, 8 or 900. So he's half Yoda's age. I don't know. He still looks way better. He has less wrinkles than people. Yeah, he looks good. He does look good for 500 something years old. Come on, Sam. True. True. Gollum, we gotta get you some clothes, man. So it's not a good look. A little out of fashion, man. Yes. See, I don't know if I would have done all that. I would have kept it on him. It's Gollum's fault that he's getting all pulled around. Just follow them. Why do you need whatever? I guess it's better for him, but he could just run off. He threatens to run off here. They cut it out of the theatrical, but in this scene he threatens to run away. Cuz he's got the multiple personality problem. He looks so good. He looks so real. Am I nostalgia blind or does he look good? Let me know. I'm watching. His fingers are so long. Oh my god. See crack Gollum. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. It's true. Oh god, the old villain. And yeah, that scene. Oh yeah, now we're on to Merry and Pippin. But the scene we just saw, cut, and I think it's great because it further is establishing the distrust between, or that Sam has for Gollum. I mean, we see it build throughout the movie. We also see Frodo is pretty trusting of Gollum, considering he just threatened to run off. And that's where the tension and the conflict brews between Sam and Frodo. Oh. This was cut too. Because we got some, like, I guess for lack of a better word, there's like racism between the orcs and the Uruk-hai. Because some of the orcs work for. Ew, that's disgusting. Half of the orcs here work for Sauron, and the other ones work for Saruman. And in the books, I mean, I know the book information isn't relevant to the films, but in the books, this was cut too. But in the books, Saruman doesn't want to work for Sauron. He wants to take over the world from Sauron when Sauron wins. So the orcs here are kind of like behaving on the behalf of their masters, and it's kind of showing how Sauron and Saruman don't really trust each other at all because their soldiers don't even trust each other. Sure, buddy. The makeup looks so good. Red flesh. They picked up our trail. Let's move. Yes. Yes. This is great. Smart Pippin. Dropping off his flower for them to find. Or his pin. Yeah, pin, right? Yeah. Leaf pin. Pretty good. Oh, it's so good. This is crazy. Some of his powers are crazy. Like how can he hear them like that? I guess it's an elf thing because he's like a Numenorian, and they're like elf adjacent people, but it's not explained well in the film. That is one thing I'll say, and I've said it before, but some of the stuff they don't. It's a bit vague, and it leaves the audience wondering a little bit how some of their powers work. It's so good. It's so epic. And a fun fact about all these shots, so they waited to the very end, I believe, to film all the running scenes like this, and it's all stunt actors, but all the stunt actors were injured, I believe. So like Gimli hurt his foot, Aragorn famously, I know, broke his toe, and then Legolas broke a rib, doing like a horse stunt, and they all had to run. It was so bad. That must have hurt so bad, but I'm sure they got paid pretty well. Also, it's kind of insane. Yeah, yeah, sure. We're natural sprinters, and I love the banter between Legolas and Gimli in this film because they kind of like warm up. The previous movie with them is them warming up to each other, so we don't get a lot of it. But in this movie, oh, it's pristine, pristine chemistry, pristine. It's so good. They're so funny. But it's funny and it doesn't overshadow like the seriousness of the film or any of the dramatic moments. It's just like a little bit of levity. Taking the hobbits to Isengard, Isengard, Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Great set, top tier. This scene goes hard. In a second, this right here. Oh my God, it's Benjamin Netanyahu. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Look at this. The music's so good too. It's the bite of Sauron and Saruman. It's incredible, and this is a real. They built this. It's real. This miniature, or they call it bigatures. It's huge, and it's real. That's why it looks so good. Why can't we get this anymore? First look of the Eye of Sauron. Oh, it's so cool. And this part of this like montage we're seeing was always to me very indicative of like the message, one of the many messages, but that Tolkien really had underlying the whole of Lord of the Rings. That he hated war, obviously, and industry and the destruction of the natural world. He was more of a naturalist. I think people would agree with me when I say that. He was more of a naturalist and more nature oriented, like very relaxed, nature oriented dude. And he was in World War One, and he saw the effects of the war not only on people and in terms of trauma and PTSD and shell shock and all that, but he also saw the destruction of nature, the destruction of good, and he Tolkien associates like goodness with nature, and so this is like a hyper exaggerated like symbolism of the real world and how industry and war and I guess progress destroy nature. I mean, I guess it's like kind of like a simple idea, but it's just really well done here, and it's beautiful. And Peter Jackson did a great job. Oh my God, I don't think you'd have to do all that, guy. Get your teeth fixed. My God, come on, Saruman, you can't be doing this. He's inciting violence and riots. He's got to go to jail. Get with the Rohan. Rohan is awesome. This was all practical, I believe, too. All the fires and everything you're about to see. It's insane. Everything feels so real. I can't say it enough. Oh yeah, there's a funny edit. This is like the only time in any of these films that two females talk to each other, which is kind of insane. Insane. But I mean, what are you gonna do, man? I guess I don't know. What are you gonna do? It's just the way she goes, you know. Oh my god. God. It's pretty dark. This is where the film. I mean, I guess Fellowship's pretty dark. This whole series is really dark. This was cut. I remember this was being cut, and some of the previous stuff we just saw was cut. But this scene, I specifically remember that was cut, and I could not believe it. Like, so much effort went into this, like setting all this up, and all these people, all these extras, the rain machines, the fog, the bodies everywhere, the location. All of this was cut from the theatrical. It's insane. Looks incredible. Sound design's great. All the water hitting the armor looks great or sounds great. This is when Rohan sort of discovers that the orcs are working for Saruman and that Saruman has betrayed them because the white hand on the forehead. Theoden's son. I forgot his name. Daedrid. Excuse me. Oh my god, what was that? Eowyn. The Aragorn simp. She's a simp for Aragorn. It's insane. She won't stop. As we will soon see, she will not stop. I forgot his name. The guy who plays him. He's in like Marvel and The Boys. But he's great in this. Makeup is great here too for Theoden. Theoden is a goated character. He's probably one of my favorites. Oh my god, Grima. Chucky! It's Chucky! Yeah, that's Chucky if you guys don't know. He plays and voices Chucky. Orcs are running free across our lands. Grima's nasty. I don't know. I don't even understand how. Like, I don't know why they can't take Grima out. I don't know what he is. I guess he's just like a advisor. But how has he? I don't understand. I don't know if he's always been an advisor. It's kind of unclear what he is or why. Look at him. He's so evil. How is he in charge? It's just strange. It's just like I mean, there is political stuff in this a little bit. It's very minor, but it's just interesting. Like how did Grima come to be in this position? Oh god, freaky Grima. Freaky Grima wants Eowyn, man. Um, how did he know Saruman? How did he end? Was he always the advisor to Theoden? And I mean, obviously the plan is to make Rohan weak by like influencing Saruman, but it's unclear if Grima has like magical powers or influence, or if it's all Saruman. It's a little interesting, a little weird, and I don't know why they can't take him out. I guess because the king is like Grima's protecting himself via the king. I don't know. Back to the orcs. The big orcs. when Mordor is sending its people, they're not sending their best. They're sending orcs. They're sending Uruk-hai. It's bad, terrible. They're pouring out of the Black Gate. Oh my gosh. Poor little Gimli. Oh yeah, Genghis. Remember? Last stream we did Lord of the Rings, it was Genghis. Mr. LP Cine didn't know. That's insane. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. We're about to get a weird scene with the orcs being cannibalistic. It's insane. And it's great. Also, another great thing about this film and the next is now like we have, let's see, how many perspectives do we have? We have Saruman, Frodo, and kind of Gollum has his own perspective, but it's mostly Merry Pippin, Aragorn and them, Frodo and them, and Saruman. So it's 4 different perspectives, and it all flows so naturally. You'd think it would be really difficult to naturally edit like A, B, C, and D, like plots, I guess, happening and intertwining with each other, but they do it so seamlessly here, and it never feels abrupt. Like the cuts never feel abrupt. Everything transitions well, and they use it to balance out the pacing of the battles really well. Like with Helm's Deep, they go from battle to Merry and Pippin with Treebeard, and it's a nice like fast pace, slowed pace, and then you're eased back into the fast paced stuff. It's great. Eating. Oh, these orcs are so nasty. What about their legs? They don't need those. I've watched these way too many times. Ooh, they look tasty. Unspoiled. What does that even mean? I guess missing limbs and stuff. Ugh. This is all cut too. It's also interesting that like they know that they have some kind of weapon. Why don't they? I'm surprised because the orcs are greedy and like selfish. They're all like, oh my god, this is nasty. Wait, this is insane. I'm shocked that they put this in. It's pretty like dark. Like look at this. They're ripping him apart by hand. That's insane. And they like what? But sorry. What I was saying is I am surprised because in this extended scene, the orc reveals that they know that the hobbits have an elvish weapon, the ring. They don't know it's the ring, but they know they have something. I'm surprised that orcs being, they're greedy and they're selfish. I'm surprised they never tried to like take it for themselves or planned on it. Oh. Saved by Amir? It's Amir, right? And then we get a little fake out in just a second. For poor little Pippin. Oh, hell no. Dead. That doesn't make sense. Sorry, Legolas. The red sun rises. Blood has been spilled this night. Shouldn't every single night be red? The sunrise be red because people die every night in this world. You'd think, right? What are you talking about, Legolas? He doesn't know anything. He's just saying stuff. I remember when I was a kid and I heard him say that whenever the sun rose and it was like that, it was like, oh, someone died. And I would tell my friends that, and they were just like, what? What are you talking about? And I was like 8. The red sun rises, blood has been spilled this night. Oh my god. All real horses, real extras, no CGI. Again, so good. That sounds like a joke. A man, elf, and a dwarf walk into a bar. Gimli's so great. He's so funny. This is great. What's about to happen? It's so good. If it stood but a little higher from the ground. And then Legolas. Gee! It shows just how much Legolas cares for Gimli now. He's about to shoot this man and sacrifice his life over Gimli. It's so good. And then you get a little shot of Gimli reacting like, oh my gosh, he stuck up for me. It's so good. I'm back. I don't understand. Okay, again, I know that like by like the decree of the king, he has to leave. I guess he can't really mutiny, or the people would not like that. I guess that makes sense. God, we killed them all. Oh my God, that's brutal. That's also. Oh, we missed that. They didn't see that. How did they not see that? We piled the carcasses and burned them. Oh my God, that's so dark. I never really thought about how. I never thought about how truly dark these films are. We piled the carcasses and burned them, and we left none alive. That's nice. Right here, his sword falls off his horse. Watch. Oh, right there it fell off. If you guys rewind, you'll be able to see it. His helmet is super. Their armor is so cool, by the way. And off they go. Oh, we're about to get the funniest shot in the whole movie. Right here. Wait. 3, 2, 1, and now. Oh. Now. Oh my God. That is so dark. That's insane. God. I feel like there were more more of them than that. Am I crazy? I guess if they pile them and burn them, they're probably all melted into each other. That's disgusting. Oh. Oh, the famous. Okay. Before I continue, I'm not gonna say the famous thing that everyone says. But if you know, you know. In regards to this moment, okay? If you know, you know, and if you don't know, just type in what happens here, and you can find out for yourself. I'm not saying it. I refuse. It's too much of a cliche. I'm not saying it. Just look it up. Look up this moment, and you'll find out. Excuse me. A hobbit lay here. That's dark. This is weird. I will say this. This scene was always a little weird to me. So, oh, excuse me, sorry. He's like tracking them, but again, it's so weird. Like, how does he know all this is happening from the ground? And why? Because he's like to the audience, he's just a human. I guess they kind of go into it in this film that he's like a special human, but it's definitely odd. And you'd think that the ground, like whatever, all that happened there, would be trampled over by all the, um, uh, Rohanians, all the Rohanians walking around dragging the Urukai into the pit. You know what I mean? Or into the pile. You'd think that it would cover the trails, right? That he's tracking. Maybe not. I guess I have to give it the benefit of the doubt, although it is weird. Sorry, bear with me. Fangorn. Oh, we're about to meet a great character. We're about to meet a great character. Fangorn looks insane too. I'm pretty sure all this was practical for the most part as well. So good. God, this orc is disgusting. He's also been. He has a like a. Is it a knife or a not a knife? A spear sticking out of him. He's a try-hard orc. Try hard. Yes, climb, climb. I will say something. Okay, I'm gonna say something about this after in a moment when it happens. But oh my god, that is so terrifying. Cause they'll eat you. Ew. Oh, the makeup looks so good. Treebeard. Like, why would you make that sound? Like he's a gross, disgusting monster. He's not. Oh, good catch. Ew, a maggot hole in your belly is crazy. And boom! My god. Head crushed. All, body broken. This is terrifying. Treebeard looks so good. Also, Treebeard is voiced by John Rhys Davies, who plays Gimli, which is pretty cool. You can kind of hear it, I think, like if you really think or really listen. I mean, jeez, don't call it an it. It's he guy. His name is Treebeard. Also, I'm gonna say that it is pretty convenient that they ran into Treebeard, who's like the king of the trees, and not just some random ent. Like, how? What are the odds? You know. So that's a little contrived. I'll say that about the. I guess that's a book thing too, book and movie thing. It's a little contrived that they met the tree who's like in charge, or the ent that's in charge of the ents. You know what I mean? At least I'm pretty sure he's the main ent guy. Yeah. Come with axes. His voice is so good, and it's Treebeard's so he's so cool because he's such like a he's a pretty simple guy. He likes to be a he likes to live in the woods and not do anything more than they need to do, the ents. And he's not necessarily like I wouldn't say he's bad at all, but he's not like he's pretty just neutral. He's very neutral. Saruman. But it's not Saruman. It's a little bit of a fake out. Well, here we could think it's Saruman. Actually, it doesn't. He doesn't have the same hair as Saruman. It's white, but it's not that texture. Saruman's hair is straighter. It's kind of insane that they haven't gotten out of here and it's almost been an hour and they're still in this area. It's insane. Is it though? You were about to kill him. I mean, I guess it is. Nice habit. Freaky Gollum. How did you not see that? Well, he's like, that's such a weird line. Because Sam's like, he's led us into a bog. And then he cuts to a huge wide shot of a bog. It's like, Sam, are you blind? Did you not see? Yeah, of course he is. You also already knew. I'm pretty sure they already knew about that. It's just weird. It's a weird line. Like, on face value, it's like, oh. But if you think about it, it's like, oh, wait. Are you stupid, Sam? God, it's so far. 2 days? I didn't realize that they were in there for 2 days. That's crazy. Crunchable birds is. Oh yeah, he can't eat the elven bread. That I don't know actually why he can't. I think it's something to do with the ring. Oh god. Ew. Freakish. Ew. It's alive. You just swallowed it live, bruh. Oh. Like, I don't know why he doesn't like the bread. Why? Why can't he? I don't know why he can't. Oh my god. Chill. Chill. He hasn't even done. Well, he did try to kill Sam. Should die. God. Being sus Gollum. This isn't cool. This is all cut, by the way. This whole scene was cut. It's important. We're not so different, you and I. It's basically what that scene is. But it's great because Frodo is like enamored with Gollum because Gollum is what he will probably, well, is turning into slowly but surely. I mean, Gollum's had 500 years to ruminate and become Gollum, but still, that's a great little scene. Once it takes hold, it never lets go. It's because it's an addiction. It's symbolic of addiction. It's so good. God, the dead bodies. It's horrifying. Or dead, rotten, milfs and men and orcs. A great battle long ago. Facts, Gollum. How does he know about all this too? I've never known why he knows all that. Um, and the fires, is it like? Excuse me. It's like a gassy area. Shoot, 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 shoot. Sorry. God, it's terrifying. Also, he didn't listen at all. Frodo is not a good listener. Frodo always falls too in this series. There's like a compilation somewhere on YouTube where he falls. It's all him falling, and it's so long. Ew! You just made out with it. Nasty. This was terrifying when I was young. When I was like 7, this was so weird and creepy. This doesn't look that great though. I will say that. It could have been better. Excuse me. It's so weird. Gollum saves his life. Wow. What a good guy Gollum is. Underrated character. Where were you, Sam? You took forever. You took your sweet time, man. I don't think that's that crazy, Frodo. I feel like because Gollum needs you. You have the ring. Like, think about that. If you think about it in those terms, then it's not that crazy that he saved him. I mean, we know Gollum has the dual personality, and that appeared to be the good personality, maybe, but still. Oh my god, you're a freak. Stop petting it. Freak. God. And then Gollum's pretending to pet the ring. I'm pretty sure is what is happening here. Master needs to keep up his strength. Oh, we're about to get the moment where he remembers his name. Yeah, 500 years ago. That's crazy. Also, because Gollum had forgotten his name. I mean, I guess after 500 years, you might forget your name if you hadn't been called it in 500 years and never call yourself your name. I don't know. It's pretty sad. Aw. Oh god, the ring wraith. This is terrifying. Bro, chill. Chill. Oh my god, bro. Chill. Yeah, well, you're not that hidden there. What do you mean you thought they were dead? Oh, I guess he does think they were dead. Wait, why would you think they were dead? What? That's a weird line from Sam. That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean I thought they were dead? They're obviously not dead. What are you talking about? The Nazgul, look at that thing. See? And these are the things I talked about last time with the Eagles. You can't just... It has to fight these. They do fight them in the Return of the King. You can assume that there's more than just 9 because they probably breed a bunch of them. Oh, he's having a little Tism moment. Tism Frodo. He's trying to put it on. You can't put it on. God, crackhead. He's a crackhead. That's a donkey, by the way. They used the donkey to make that. It's incredible. It sounds so good. Gate is very close. Walk blood. Yeah, don't lick it, man. Now you have herpes or something. Because you licked it. So unsanitary. That's actually really bad. I don't know why he did that. Sorry, 1 second. You would know, because you're old. Yeah, they growl. That would be horrifying. Could you imagine going into the woods and the trees start growling at you? Oh yeah, and he has an axe. The quintessential villain to the tree. How is he supposed to know? Oh, that's crazy, by the way. Waking up the trees and teaching them to speak. What does that even mean? Could you imagine? Except the consistent. Yes, it's true. But could you imagine, like, you're an elf, right? And you decide, you know what would be really cool? If I went out in the woods and I taught trees how to speak. Like what? How do you even go about doing that? Were the trees like grugs? Like ooh ooh like grugulons out in the like in just running like how does that work? How do you teach a tree how to speak as an elf? As anyone? Oh yeah, the white wizard grows near. Little do they know, it's Big G. Big G. Big G's pranking him here. He just burned his hand off. That's crazy. That's for a prank. It's just a prank, bro. He's also making his voice sound like Sauron, but he's trolling them. Gandalf is the biggest troll. No, does not comfort me. Show yourself. Gandalf. Face reveal. He had a glow up. Gandalf had that Middle Earth glow up. Oh my god. Okay, you didn't need to spell it out for us. Says he should have been. True. That was cut too. That little thing. The little part. And water. Yes. From the lowest dungeon to the highest peak. For weeks. I think in the book he fought the Balrog for weeks and weeks. Like 10 weeks or some crazy number like that. He got him! Look at that. Nice. Nice. Look at him. Dead. Dead. That's insane. What is that? Like, look at this. Interstellar happening. They threw him on the table and gave him the old defibrillator. Like, where is he? I guess he's in the snow again? I don't know. Gandalf. It's weird that he forgot his name, too. I guess for him, he's been gone for way longer than they could have imagined, which is interesting. Hmm. I am Gandalf the White. Bro, just respawn. I wish I could just respawn. Maybe that's what we do. We respawn. It's a chance. How does he know? Bruh, you can't talk like that. Was it? The coming of Merry and Pippin. That's crazy. It's like the rapture. His nose is ginormous, by the way. Their noses are huge. Why were they sleeping? Yeah, that was cut too. I feel like it's pretty important that they find out where Merry and Pippin are going. In the theatrical, I don't think they ever really like Gandalf doesn't really say what happened to them. It's insane. It's pretty important information. Oh god, yawning again. This isn't good. I can't be yawning. Whenever I start to yawn, I yawn for like hours. I don't know why. Oh my god, this beautiful horse. Shadowfax. The Lord of the Horses. Your eyes are cheated by some spell. It's not him. It's a lie. It's a lie. Your eyes were cheated, Legolas. Sorry, bear with me. Hmm. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. It kind of looks like that in here where I live. Very similar, except New Zealand is on another level, obviously. Quit singing. Bad. Get some auto tune. Start rapping. Okay, they're being rude. They're not even. They're just rolling their eyes at him. That's mean. This was cut too, by the way. Oh, it's so beautiful. Sorry, I feel like I don't have. I'm not talking as much as I normally do. I don't have a ton to say for some of these scenes, but I will once we get to the main, like the main stuff. Not that this isn't important or anything. It's very important, but it's just more lore for the Ents. The Ents are really interesting and cool, and we learn about how like all the Ent wives, they were lost, like physically, literally lost. Like the Ents lost them and don't know where they are, which is pretty. I don't know how that happens. It's also really just funny to think about. Aw, he just wants a girlfriend. Poor Treebeard. I put them to sleep. Aw, he's so gentle with them. It's so nice. It's all cut too. Business. It's nighttime. What do you got business? Oh boy. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, like there's much more. The Ents are important, obviously here, but there's much more like plot with them in the extended scenes. Like how like they are deeply threatened by Saruman and Sauron because they'll cut them all down to use them for their war. This was cut too. It's also kind of crazy that hold on, let me rewind it a little bit. That you can see Mordor from where they are. Like Mordor is so it's huge and it's always like on the horizon like across Middle Earth. It's insane. Oh, did I just mess something up? No, I didn't. Good exposition here. That's not in the theatrical edition. Tightening the noose is crazy, by the way. Frodo. That's true. How does he know this, though? He seems like super. The thing I don't understand about Gandalf is like he seems like he was brought back with extra information that he shouldn't know, but then he also lacks certain information. If that makes sense. Like he's been updated to Windows 11 or whatever, and he knows everything, but then all the other stuff he doesn't like. He doesn't. I don't know. Maybe that's a stupid analogy, but you know, you guys know what I mean. I could not do this. I am so terrified of heights. No shot. This looks so good too. Yeah, the ring. Saruman would have won if I was in charge of the ring because I cannot climb. And climbing is integral to what they have to do. I would have been killed. I would have died. Maybe okay. Maybe if it was life or death, I could probably climb it, but I don't know, man. Oh, it looks so good. Music is so good. Everything's so good. The scale of everything is huge too. That's a huge gate. And then we're about to see the mechanics of how it works, which is pretty cool. God, it's terrifying. I think he has like PTSD. Like the gate is so big they have these trolls do it. They just sit here all day and they get whipped into doing it. It's insane. Oh, it's so cool. And it looks great again. Once again, great CGI. Great green screen. It's opening. Fat Sam is going to cause an avalanche in a second. Big old fatty. Queso. It's queso. Fatty, get off of there. This is crazy. Okay, I don't like this either. This scene does bug me a bit. So he falls, and then Frodo. How does no one see them? Sorry, there's no way. Okay, look. See, these guys noticed something, but they don't see. They didn't see Sam. How? He literally fell down a boulder and screamed. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. I wish they shot it better or differently. Oh my god. I forgot that he got that filled. Or that stuck. Like, look, where... Like, what? How do they not see them? It bothers me. It really bothers me. It makes no sense. Like, this is cool. Because we know that they're magic. Because we've seen the extended scene in the previous film saying that they're magic cloaks. But up until then, they're in plain view. And then, like, right here, they whip it off, like, immediately. I don't know. Silly. It's a little silly. I would have shot it differently. Or written it differently. Wait a minute. This looks different, too. Oh. Bro, sabotage them, man. Always. He's looking for it. Have it. That's a good point, Sam. Why hasn't? That's stupid. Because he hasn't didn't ask. Are you dumb? Freaky Golem. What I want to know is who built the secret passage, like the secret staircase. I want to know who built that. I'm gonna look that up after this. Actually, I'm curious. I've never known. Not that it matters for the book because it's like, or for the movies because it's like exterior knowledge. But I'm just curious. Mr. Frodo, no. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna run into the gate and get killed? You're hobbits. Like the second you walk in there, you're gonna die. What was your plan? Cause I'm guessing. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm guessing that like Gandalf's plan was to. I'm sure Gandalf had like a secret way or like some kind of thing like that to get in. Sorry. More. Oh my god, this looks like a Renaissance painting. That's insane. Look, and this was cut. It looks like a Renaissance painting, and it was cut. It's insane. Oh yeah, and this is where they grow. They grow from drinking the water here, and they did that in the book. I remember that from the book. I thought it was insane. In the book, they grow to be five, like 5 foot or something, which isn't tall in our world. But hobbits are like 3 foot. They grew like 2 feet, so they were like ginormous hobbits. It was insane. It was absolutely crazy. See? Oh wait, no, it hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen any second now. And I think this is a great addition because it also makes them better warriors. Because obviously, if you're taller and bigger, you're gonna be probably a better fighter. But I don't think it's because they do grow. But I think in the movies they either shrink again, or in the theatrical edition they don't show it them being taller at all. I have to rewatch the theatrical edition. It's been a long time. Because that would be awkward if suddenly in the theatrical they were just tall for no reason. 3'6". That's crazy. That's so small. Oh my god. 3'8" is so tall, man. The water. What if they just kept drinking it every day? Would they grow to be like 10 foot? It's so funny. Treebeard said you shouldn't have any. Bruh. Oh, right. Forgot. The trees try to murder them. The trees that were taught how to speak by the elves. I still can't get over that. When you think about it, it's so funny. What does that look like? I like to imagine there's a bunch of trees sitting at desks, and they're just normal trees, like not like Treebeard. They're just normal trees, and you got a teacher teaching them for 3 hours a day how to speak whatever language. I guess Elvish is right. What they learned. Bro, if Treebeard didn't show up, they'd be dead. They'd be dead. They'd be absolutely destroyed. So that's kind of convenient, I guess, that Treebeard just showed up at the right time. Are there lesser and greater trees? Are the trees like lower class and the Ents high class? Is there like a tree caste system? God, they're hateful trees. That's terrifying. Racist, hateful trees. Oh my god. Ent children. God, endings. It's so funny to think about it. They lost them. This is a huge thing in the book. So in the books, this is just like fun extra knowledge. But in the books, they do talk about how they lost the Entwives, and I'm pretty sure in the books the Entwives are actually in the Shire, or like a near the Shire, because um Mary talks about how there were like trees like Treebeard near in like the old forest, and that those are it's likely that those are the Entwives that the Ents lost back in the day. And I can't remember if they reunite, if like that's said if they reunite after everything that happens in the books or after they destroy the ring. It's never mentioned here though. Well, actually, wait, no, that's not true. Um, Mary in this film says when they're still captured by the orcs. Do you remember the old stories at the borders of Brooklyn where the trees became alive? So that's the Ents or the Ent wives, I believe. Oh, this looks so good too. It's so good. All these practical sets look incredible. That's disgusting. Bro, trim your nails. You're a king. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's got jaundice in his eyes. He's got jaundice. He's got spider webs in his eyes. Nasty. Will you say nothing? Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's like dead. What do you expect him to do? It's insane. Wait, did she change? Oh, God. Chucky. Chucky's back. He's such a creep in this. It's so creepy. He's a creepy guy. Like, he looks creepy. He's a weird looking dude. Just casually. Oh, he must have died, I guess. Like he's some kind of like farm animal. Oh, in this scene he has like there's a close up on his face and he has like dribble on his lip. It's so gross. Ew. Don't touch her like that. Oh god. But you are alone. What does this mean? I never really knew what this meant. He says who knows what you've spoken to the darkness. What is he implying that she's done or said? Is it like depression? Is it here that he has the weird nasty lip water? This is so creepy. Where's the lip water? God. Ew. There it is. Oh, it's so gross. Sliding. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. Your words are poison. Good. You won. Yeah, you're a creep. Look at yourself. Goth creep. Oh, it's so beautiful. All the mountains. See, if this was filmed now, this would be an XR stage and it would look terrible. It would look glossy and shiny and nasty slop. Like AI slop. There they are. Oh, she's about to go crazy for Aragorn here. You're not here in a moment. Excuse me. God, my eyes are watering. No, this can't happen again. This can't happen again. No eye watering. Bro, Peter Jackson cannot get over these shots. He must have hundreds of hours of shots like this from the helicopter. I actually don't know if this is practical or not. I can't even tell. I think they might have actually built that. I don't know though. I'll have to check. I need to double check. Don't quote me on that. But I know so many of the sets were like legit, so they could have been. It didn't look like CGI to me. God, they look so. Why they look like grubby little peasants? These guys they're probably the poorest looking like faction, minus the like the army. I guess that's where the budget goes, because they look great. But the people, they live in like barns and hay houses. Grima Wormtongue. Is that his real last name? There's no way that his parents were that despicable. When I was younger, I thought his name was Creama Wormtongue, which is even worse than Grima. Should I name my kid Grima if I have a child? Grima Unfiltered. Ooh, nice save there, Gandalf. Cheeky Gandalf. He wouldn't part a man from his walking stick. Mm-hmm. True. But I like that, though, because some people, I could see some people being like, well, Zach, shouldn't you be mad that he got away with that? But it's like, also, you have to remember that the soldiers don't, like, they're looking for a way out of this situation with Grima Wormtongue and the king being all messed up. So this is their way of being like, well, he said it was a walking stick. He didn't say it was a staff. Oh, this scene is so good. He's trolling them. He's trying to pretend he's like a little old man. Or not little, but like that he's Gandalf the Grey. Late is the hour. God. Grima, come on. He's all slimy too and gross teeth. Ugh. This is so good. Witless worm. Oh my god, that's great. The lines are so good. No. Are these like hired mercenaries? Because these guys are not soldiers. Yeah, see, look. He stopped him. Save him. Oh my god, I love this. Gimli's about to wreck him. Ooh. Oh my god. Could you imagine John Rhys Davies stomping on your chest? Oh, this is awesome. The laugh. God. He's so gross. He looks like he's made of stone. And I think at this point it's Sauron, or not Sauron, Saruman directly speaking through Theoden. Boom! And this is how Saruman learns that he's Gandalf the White. It's awesome. Also, the sound design here is incredible. I don't even know what you'd call, like, how to describe the effects, but they sound great. I think she thinks it's Saruman. I think because she didn't see Gandalf's face, so I think she thinks it's Saruman doing this. I'm sure a lot of them think it's Saruman because he's wearing the white cloak. God. Ew. So nasty. That was a great little cut. And his eyes are bleeding. God. That's payback! All this was practical too, by the way. What you're about to see, the de-aging process, all practical. They used real makeup and they time-lapsed it, I believe, or sped it up. I don't know, whatever that they did. But it's all practical, and it looks great. Look at this. That holds up so well. That looks great. Because it's real. It took like hours and hours and hours too to do it. I think they reversed it. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they reversed it. The film or the video, I guess. Film, video, whatever. But what's sad is he hasn't even registered that his son is dead. A fun fact, I'm pretty sure, excuse me, here his name. The actor who plays Theoden, Bernard something. He doesn't have like an extensive acting career. I think he's in a lot of theater, but he was in Titanic and Lord of the Rings, and they both won or were nominated for like 10 plus Oscars apiece. So he's got a pretty stacked record. I love Theoden. He's so great. He's very tragic. Broken, tragic character. And he only has like, I'd argue he only has like one scene, and it's in the Return of the King where he's not, um, what's the word? Like, he's a very melancholic, like, sad, tragic guy for pretty much all this movie, most of this movie, and most of the next film. But there's like three scenes I'd say where he's um I guess at ease or content with himself and where he's at. But for the most part it's just sad. He's just a sad character and his end is very sad. Oh come on, man. God. Can you imagine you're a citizen and you just see this randomly? Oh my god. He's about to decapitate this man. A live leak. This is an Instagram live leak video. You should have killed him. I'm gonna be honest. They should have killed him or put him in jail. Oh, you got herpes. This gave you herpes. They should have stopped him. I don't know why they didn't put him in jail. He knows so much information. It was silly. That's that little slight against Aragorn. They should have put him in jail. It shouldn't have been death or let him go. It should have been death or jail. But no, he's free. Blood will be spilled. And this is where it hits. Where's my son? Oh, this is so sad. This was cut too. The funeral for his son was totally cut. We just sit in the theatrical. We cut straight to him, at the grave, which, you know, that's okay, I guess, for because the movie theaters couldn't play the full movies. And I guess there was some stuff added. I don't know. It's just silly. I think it's better because you see more of Rohan and you see more of the civilians, and you also see everyone kind of grieving for the loss of the king's son. That's kind of a big deal, especially because he's the only child of the king. So now there's no real heir to the throne. She sings, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that's cool. Some more lore, some cultural stuff here. She's singing an ancient Rohirrim or Rohan, ancient language of Rohan. Cut from the theatrical. Look at him. He's devastated. God, he looks like a vampire. And we see the citizens mourning him too. God. It starts here, the original scene. Oh, it's so sad. And this is very relevant to today. I think throughout all time, but like how like powerful people or just people in general mothers and fathers have like watched their kids die in battle over pretty much over not over nothing. I shouldn't say over nothing. Not that it's in vain, but it's very sad like for a parent to see their son or daughter die before they do and then they're left alone. It's look at him. I remember when I was younger this was a little bit of a tearjerker sometimes depending on the day, I guess. It's even sadder because he wasn't even aware, like conscious, really. Depressing, real depressing. All right, and then the two girls, the only people that ever, the only two, uh, only conversation between two women, the entirety of Lord of the Rings. Excuse me. Well, you probably shouldn't have kicked them out of their homes. It's true. And that's the only other conversation between a woman and two women. True. That's a lot to ask of him. Ride out and meet him head on. You just woke up from like a long coma, basically. How far is a league? I don't even know. Is that a lot? 300 leagues? Actually, I'm gonna look that up. How far is a league? 3 miles? So 600 miles? He's claiming they'd do 600 miles away. That is pretty far, especially by horse. Ooh! Theoden, not Aragorn, was king of Rohan. Yeah, well, you've been out of commission, buddy. Give me burping. I don't know why I see when I walk for when I whoa, I just had a stroke. When I watched this in the past, I was always like Theoden's not like taking initiative here and he's being stupid, but like realistically, he just woke up from a coma basically. His son just died and he's being grilled about what immediately to do. Like give him a second. He just he just woke up. That's kind of insane to just to be asking him all these things as a king like when he excuse me has been out of commission for I don't know, months, a year, who knows. Yeah, so they're going to Helm's Deep, which is I mean, it's better defenses than Edoras because Edoras has like I mean, the only advantage Edoras has is that it's on the top of a mountain, so you have like the height advantage, but you have wooden walls and no real defenses. They can burn through the walls. It's all peasant houses and like a little like castle, wooden castle thing. Whereas Helm's Deep is like a fully defensive fortress. But the one critique, oh yeah, so yeah, Gandalf's off to find Aramir now in the 2,000 Rohan soldiers, which is a lot of horsemen, a lot of cavalry. However, my biggest complaint with the Battle of Helm's Deep is that they didn't start sending um, the women and children out of the caves like when the battle started immediately. They should have been doing that. They should have been evacuating preemptively, but they didn't, which is a stupid move, a little bit of a dumb move. In my humble opinion, if I was king and I was the Battle of Helm's Deep, the second the orcs showed up, I would have started sending the women and children to evacuate. But they waited until they got pretty much sieged, fully sieged. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Gosh, the yawning needs to stop. How far in are we? Oh, we're almost halfway. How long have we been streaming for? Your cousin's horse. Oh, right. I remember now. Yeah, this was cut. So I think he does end up taking Theoden's son's horse, which is kind of cool. Nice little Easter egg, but cut again. Cut. Stop flirting with him. Whoa. Oh, he doesn't take his horse? I thought he did. I guess not. My bad. My mistake. Fake fan, I guess. Oh my god, the set looks so good. It's crazy. I'll never get over it. It's awesome. Oh. Gandalf the White, more like Gandalf the Fool. He's so pressed about it. That's so funny. I forgot about that line. I love that. More like Gandalf the Fool. He's just mad. He's just mad. He's Sorry. He says Grima walks in. First of all, Grima walks in. One of the first thing Gandalf says is the most like bitter thing. Gandalf the Great White, more like Gandalf the Fool. And then Grima tries to talk to him, and he says, "You stink of horse." It also kind of because of the accent, it sounds like he's saying, "You stink of whores," which is also equally as funny. Oh my god, it's so funny. I wish there was more of them together. You stink of horse. He's disgusted. I mean, look at him. He's like, "What are you doing? Why are you licking your gross handkerchief?" How did he get a look at his such a good look at his ring? By the way, I'm also pretty sure this ring is the ring of Battle here is like one of the rings Sauron made, right? He's a fool. He keeps calling Gandalf a fool. He can't stop. He's so mad. Um. Uh. Hold on. Who? Oh, it wasn't. My bad. Okay, it wasn't. It's never explained in the movie, so one would assume it was one of the rings that Sauron gifted to the elves or the men. You know what I mean? But I guess it's not. So, but yeah, that scene right there was cut. We missed the great scene of Saruman calling Gandalf a fool twice in the same scene. It's awesome. It's so funny. Oh my god. Also, that's kind of crazy to just whip out your sword on her when she's practicing. What if she just stabbed you? Also, I feel bad for her because he's kind of flirting back to her. I'm sorry. Am I crazy? I feel like because she's clearly interested in him from earlier, a little bit, like the way she's looking at him, all that, and then he's like comes out of nowhere and says nothing and just starts like practice sword fighting with her. I don't know. Maybe he's just being nice, but it's a little misleading for her, I guess. Now he starts showering her in compliments. I think he is just being nice. It's funny. It's kind of like the opposite. Like I would assume. I think it's like the opposite usually in the real world. It's more usually the woman is super nice and the guy thinks that every compliment means she is deeply in love with him. But here it's the opposite. So that's kind of funny. He does not want you. He wants Eowyn. Wait, Arwen. Sorry, Eowyn and Arwen have like the same sounding name. Excuse me. Back to them. I don't know how he knows they're going to Helm's Deep though. How does he know? He wasn't there for that part. Oh, great shot, beautiful. This is crazy, by the way. Saruman likes that. He likes that there'll be women and children. He's he's totally evil. It's crazy. It's kind of funny how evil he became. He just did not care. The walls came fully down. There's no moral remorse or anything. He just does not care. Stinker. God, everyone's so mean. Calling Gandalf a fool, calling Gollum stinker, wanting to go after the women and children. This is a great scene. When I was younger, I didn't really catch like what was so important about this. I thought they were just arguing because Frodo likes Gollum, is friends with Gollum. Like when I was a kid, that was all I thought about. But looking back, let me pause for just a second. Looking back, it's more that like Sam is missing. He's kind of, at least it seems like he's missing the whole point that Gollum is what Frodo could become, and that Frodo holding out hope for Gollum is Frodo holding out hope for himself. But Sam, I don't think realizes that, and Frodo doesn't doesn't explain it to him, which is kind of fair because I feel like like if you're in this situation with Frodo, you'd think it would be pretty obvious why Frodo has compassion for Gollum. And it's understandable why Frodo would be upset with Sam not having any compassion for him, because in a way that's like how Sam would treat Frodo like that if Frodo were to reach this level of I guess addiction to the ring. You know what I mean? Um, so it's great like to think about it in that lens, but I mean I guess you can think about it in multiple ways. You can think about it as, Frodo just has compassion for Gollum after talking to him and like humanizing him, or you can take it the other way, which is like I just said, that Frodo sees himself in Gollum and he is upset that Sam doesn't think that there's any hope, because that means he doesn't think that there would be hope for Frodo as well. Very nice, very well done, very good scene, top scene, and it's so small. It's not even like a crazy scene. Oh, he snaps. Gollum snap. A little bit of Gollum snap. It is kind of crazy to call Gollum a stinker, though. I've seen you. Or wait, actually, I was wrong. Sam, because like I don't. It is weird that Sam, because Sam does understand. I was wrong. My bad. I forgot. He says, "Don't you know who you sound like?" Which is Gollum. So, but Sam, you should also understand that Frodo he wants to hold out hope for Gollum because of that. I don't know. Maybe Sam is missing that point. Oh, this is great. Great acting between Andy Serkis and himself. He's also he's he's just sitting over here talking like this so loud while they're sleeping. Trixie, false. Oh my god, so weird. It's so good in the camera angles, the camera movement, and then they do the cuts. Great cuts. 'Cause it does feel like two totally different people talking to each other. It's insane. And his expressions are incredible. Oh, poor Gollum. Gollum, you gotta shave that stuff off. You're holding on to nothing with your dome there. His long spindly hairs. There's actually I've heard, I wish that this was released for the public to see, but there's apparently a rendering of Gollum where his hair is like it went wrong. It didn't render properly, so his hair is sticking straight out of his head. Oops, sticking straight out of his head. Um, which would be pretty funny to see scenes like this with that, with his hair just sticking straight out. Oh, what is happening here? Yeah, Gollum's defeating evil Gollum, which is kind of nice. Nice little moment. Sorry, I had to make sure of something on the stream. And he's won. He thinks he's won against the evil ring Golem. I guess it's Golem versus Smeagol at this point, because that's how I always differentiated them. Also, you're screaming. They're sleeping. Like, imagine. Oh God. Ew. He was sleeping. Don't drop dead rabbits on people when they're sleeping. His laugh is also horrifying. Oh yeah, you guys can't hear it. I keep forgetting. Oh my God. This is insane. He breaks its back in front of... It's, like, insane. Ew. And he wants Frodo to eat it raw. Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna get, like, food poisoning. I love this scene. It's not even... This scene is so short, but it's so, like... It's just banter. Nice, like, harmless banter between Gollum and Sam. Stupid fat hobbit. We're on a roll. I've never noticed this. We're on a roll of just scenes of characters just calling people stupid or fools. We got Saruman, Gandalf the fool. Gandalf's a fool. We got Sam calling Gollum a stinker, and then we got Gollum calling Sam a stupid fat hobbit. There's so many insults. I've never noticed that about this film. Ew. It's so good. And they are almost like each other. Like they're all like they would be friends if Gollum wasn't, Gollum. Cuz they have great banter. Like they would make good friends if Gollum, didn't have his ring problems. Bro, Frodo, you can't just run off. I don't even know what drew Frodo over here. I guess the bird sounds? I don't know. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Also, Gollum knows a lot for a prisoner or when he was a prisoner of Sauron. How does he know all about Sauron and his war that he wants? Oliphaunt. No, it's not. It's a Mumakil. That's also... They're not called that in the films. They never say it. I don't know why I know the name. But the elephant creatures are called Mumakil, which is a crazy name. And then they start fighting. Gollum, why did you leave him? Gollum abandoned them. Excuse me. Sneak attack! Oh my God. I think these are Easterlings, right? Yeah, they're like... Or Southrons? I can't remember. I think they're Easterlings, though. The men that they're fighting. Oh. Oh my God, that's horrifying. I would not want to be up there. Oh my God. And that looks great. This looks great too. for 25 years old. Insane. Yeah, you have. Get out of there. Sam, what are you waiting for? Caught. It's the Mossad. It's the Mossad. Bibi Netanyahu has you. Sorry. Why not? God. Right, I forgot. We're gonna get a lot of extended views, or not extended views, extended scenes with Boromir and Faramir that I mentioned last time we did Lord of the Rings. It's gonna help my argument for why Lord of the Rings is 1,000 times better extended. I'm gonna pause real quick. I even talked randomly with a coworker of mine the other day about Lord of the Rings, and he said how he watched it for the first time recently, the extended edition, and he said he'd never be able to go back. Unprompted. I didn't even have to say anything. He just said it. The truth. He just said the truth. Anyone who's sane and watches the extended editions after the theatricals will obviously never watch the theatricals again. You're absolutely crazy and wrong if you think that the theatricals are better. You're actually just wrong. I'm sorry. And I stand by that. And this film is probably all the films are great examples of why, but this film in particular has some of the most important extended scenes like ever. And it's absolutely criminal. It's absolutely criminal that most of the world has probably not seen them because they watch these films in theaters and then have only watched the theatrical editions. I'm not entirely sure of that, but it's very likely that most people haven't seen the extended editions. And it's a damn shame. But I am glad that the theaters were wait a minute, I didn't even realize this. The theaters re-released the extended edition films for the 25th anniversary. So, okay, now that Lord of the Rings was successful, it's okay to re-release them in a theater for the extended editions. Now it's okay. It wasn't okay when they first came out, but now that they've had 25 years to ruminate, suddenly the theaters are fine with it. Ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. They should have always been. They should have just played them extended from the start. Obviously, I guess there was stuff that was added later after they were released. Okay, whatever. But still, include the stuff that they had cut, like Saruman's death and all that, and all the Boromir stuff in this film. It's crazy. Anyways, let's get back to it. This is great too. This is extended. He's just talking about how this guy, kind of how the war is useless. Useless is in like for nothing. You have like young people on both sides dying over nothing. Faramir's goaded Faramir. Oh my god. This is so great, this scene with Gimli. That the dwarf women have beards. That's crazy. There's the belief that there are no dwarf women. Yeah, because you can't... How are you supposed to tell? That's terrifying. Is it ridiculous, though? Look at you. Also, look at the orcs come out of the ground. Imagine he broke his back from that. Could you imagine? Rewrite, his back is broken and they have a funeral for Gimli on the road. Sorry. Wait a minute. Wait, I forgot. That's a crazy transition. So Swatch, we had this like funny. Okay, that's funny. I've never noticed that. Cuz usually the transitions from levity like this to dark stuff is like pretty good. It's not super like jarring, but this is pretty jarring. So we have this funny scene of Gimli falling off the horse, laughter, blah blah blah. And then he drops this line. Aragorn's smiling, like, and Aragorn's a pretty stoic guy, and he's actually like laughing and smiling here. And then Theoden drops this line: "I haven't seen my niece smile for a long time. She was a girl when they brought her father back dead, cut down by orcs." And then Aragorn's just frowning. Bro ruined the mood. Bro, like, why would you say that? And then and then we cut to her smiling and laughing as Theoden says she watched her mother succumb to grief. Then she was left alone. Oh my god. Why would you say all this right now? There's a time and a place. He just totally crashed the mood. This is what I mean. He is a super tragic character. I mean, it is funny. Like, I think the jarring nature of how he just was like, oh, I guess this is a good time for me to drop all this dark stuff right after we had a nice moment of levity. I mean, it is funny, but it's also like, it just adds to how Theoden's mind works. Like, it's like he can't enjoy like moments like this because he is depressed. Like, he's a depressed guy. He feels like he's let his son down. He'll probably never heal. He doesn't ever heal from that. I don't think he ever really truly heals from that. That his son is dead and it's partially his fault. And he couldn't do anything about it. And then like the deaths of all his people, all the villages. So it's definitely like it's good. This is also cut, this line from the theatrical, but it's also so funny. It's just, I think it's funny. Maybe I'm outside the norm, but I think it's pretty funny. Anyways, to wait upon an old man who should have loved her as a father. Oh my god, chill. Just let them be happy for a second. Oh my god. Oh, the soup scene. She's a terrible cook. This is so funny. Forgot about this. This is famous. This is a classic. A classic. It's hot. Yeah, make it scorching hot so you can't taste it. It's terrible. Oh, that looks disgusting. Ew, there's like a hair in it. Ew. She laced it with Fent soup. Bro, eat it. You're being rude by not. Eat it. It's so funny that it's bad. Like, this is great. And this is cut. This was cut too. Aw. And then he starts pouring it out. And she turns around. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, here. Okay, yeah, this is what I meant earlier. There's stuff in here that reveals, in the extended stuff, that reveals, like, how he's kind of like a supernatural human. Because, yeah, So Theoden says, he had told her that, Aragorn rode with her grandfather to war. And she's like, well, that can't be right because you're so young. And then Aragorn's just casually like, yeah, he has a great memory. He was a little boy. It's like, wait, what? What are you talking about? You're like 30 years old or 35. What do you mean? Theoden's like 60. He's 80, right? He's 80. He's 87. Isn't that insane? That's crazy. Bro's aging like fine wine. Yeah, Dunedain. Okay, chill. You're acting like he's a freak. Your race. Oh my god. So I wish that this was in the theatrical too, because it kind of it makes it more believable that he has all these kind of supernatural powers when you find out that he's like half elf basically. You know what I mean? But in the theatrical, it's like, why is he so good? He's just a normal guy. Arwen, he's thinking about his real lady, not Eowyn the crappy cook. Arwen probably cooks up a great home meal. Home elven meal. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Also, I don't know if this is a memory or if this is them actually communicating, because I know the elves kind of have that weird telepathic thing. I think it is a dream. I'm not sure. Beautiful spot right here. Look at that. This is, yeah, Rivendell, yeah. Oh, Rivendell looks so good. This looks great. No XR stage, by the way. This looks like it could be or even be better than the XR stage. 25 years old, by the way. 25 years old. XR stage looks like AI slop Renaissance paintings. Excuse me. You must go with Froyo. Bro was late to the party. What is he talking about? Wait, this is a flashback, right? I've never known. I'm going to be completely honest. My whole life, I've never really understood if this is a dream or a flashback or what. I think it's a flashback because she's saying you must go with Frodo. So this must have been right before the Fellowship took off. But it's confusing because in the scene when he wakes up into this scene, he says, um, this must be a dream. So it leads me to believe that it is a dream from when he's on the road. But I don't know. I don't know. Bro, you Twilight fans, why don't you just watch Lord of the Rings? You're gonna get the same thing out of it. Except it's better, because there's fighting and battles and Gimli's there. My tie's all messed up. It's funny, because Liv Tyler, who plays Arwen, was like barely, like, she didn't really have that much to shoot, because she's not really in it a whole bunch. How do you know a woman gave it to her? Him. What's it to you? Like, this is obviously a flashback. He did. This is weird too because he did let her. He said he actually wanted her to go. I don't know why Elrond's mad at him. Ooh. Yeah, Elrond's a negative Nancy. Ooh. Is he racist? Does he not like the human elf thing? Is that what's going on secretly? This is extended. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so wait. I'm really confused. I guess that was a dream. I don't know. This is so important. I can't believe it was cut out. Such a tragedy. A chance for another life. That's not fair. They're cheating. They can just. That's like. They're basically. Okay. That's like being in a cooked Minecraft like server that's like been totally destroyed and they're just hopping servers. No one else can hop the server. They're like admins. Why are they allowed? That's not fair. Elves are literally admins and they're just switching servers. You can't just switch servers and let everyone stay in the cooked world. That's messed up. It's actually messed up. Keep it. Cut. There we go. I know these movies so well. She's just been staring at him that whole time. So she's like, "Ooh, that means you're single, right?" That's what she's thinking, right? Oh, we're about to get a crazy action scene with the wargs. Wargs, so good, so good. Excuse me. I did go to bed late. That's why I'm yawning. I apologize. No, gambling. I think gambling dies. Or Hama? Gambling or Hama? Oh my god, that's terrifying. Also, the wargs in this look way better than the wargs in the Hobbit movies. The Hobbit movie wargs just look like wolves. These ones look like hyena, cat, like dog, nasty creatures. It's awesome. No! Bro's dead. Cooked. Also, like, the wargs, and the design is great, but the CGI is a little iffy on the wargs, I will say. My god, that's terrifying. Get the women and children out of here, man. Get them out of here. Oh my god, maybe you shouldn't be screaming that. I mean, I guess, I feel like people would be, that would be terrible. It would be chaos. Look at them. People are just running everywhere. You shouldn't have screamed wargs were under attack. You gotta say, okay, we gotta go this way. Send everyone this way. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Because they're so much faster and stronger than horses. They're just better horses. No. Good point. Good point. That was a good diffusion of an argument right there. You gotta do this for me, for the people. Good diffusion. Oh my god. Why are you putting Gimli on a horse? He needs someone to go with him. Oh, we get a defying of gravity moment from Legolas in a second. It's insane. I don't know how it works. I'm sorry. He's baiting her. He's leading her on. A little bit. A little bit, right? Come on. Am I crazy? Oh my. Oh god. Broken back. That's brutal. Okay, right here. It's about to happen. Legolas is gonna. What is this? Tell me what happens. How? What? Like, what happened? That's insane. On a moving horse is crazy, too. Oh my god, they shouldn't have done this. Where are your arrowmen? Charging, like, steroid wolves with regular horses is a terrible idea. Look at this. This is crazy. Boom! Boom! Oh my god. Oh! This scene is so good. It's awesome. Oh my god, the Gimli stuff here is so funny. Bro immediately fell off the horse, by the way. He stood no chance. Oh my god. That looks good. That warg looks really good. Oh my god. Legolas steals his kill too. Bro, you didn't even let Gimli get an assist. Boom! Oh! Yeah, Gimli's dead. No. Oh, decapitation. This is so funny. And boom! It's so brutal. Like this. This is so funny. He breaks his neck. Oh my god. It's a pile up. Pile up. Oh my god. Also, Gimli's strong. He's holding all those three up. That's insane. And then... This is so funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. Poor Gimli's been out of commission this whole time. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I remember this now. He gets like stuck on there, on the warg. God. And this looks so good. Like that shot right there. Oh my god. It's all the makeup. The makeup and the CGI mixes so well. Like that you can tell is a little CGI, obviously, but like the practical warg too, it looks incredible. Oh. Dead. Bro's dead. Oh my god. Look, there's a guy back there, like, crawling. Did you see that? Wait, let me rewind it. Wait, right behind Gimli. Look at him, he's crawling. Right there. Oh my god, he's crawling. Gimli, help him. God, it's brutal. Excuse me. Oh yeah, no one saw him go off. That's a huge hit. Oh god, this nasty guy. Sharku. I forgot his name was Sharku. It's funny that he has a name in this. In the subtitles. I never watched these with subtitles. Sharku. Great makeup. And great voice. Why would he lie about that? That's weird. Why would he lie about that? Oh, bro's dead. And I also don't understand how he got Aragorn's necklace. Did he rip it off? Or how did he get that? How did he even know to grab it? You know what I mean? Wasn't it underneath his clothes? Maybe not. Maybe it was showing. I guess it does normally show. Damn. It's dark. Leave the dead. I mean, it's true. You can't take them. That's so sad. See, he's even more devastated. Like, this poor guy, he has to abandon his soldiers, his loyal soldiers. And these are soldiers who have family headed to Helm's Deep. So not only does he have to tell the families that their loved ones are dead, he also has to break the news that they left them to rot out in the field. Oh, this is funny. They're like, there it is, Helm's Deep. You guys would have seen it from here. Just wait. How did you not see it earlier? You would have seen it earlier. Come on. Come on, guys. Smooth. She just needed help. That's why she said that. Smooth. God. How did they... I didn't think about this, but how did they get the message to all the villages and stuff to go there, and then they didn't get there first? You know what I mean? I guess there probably were people there before them or near there. Whoa, I just had a stroke. There were probably villages and people closer to Helm's Deep than they were, but how did the message get to them to go there before? You know what I mean? Information travels weird in this world. Is there a newspaper? Are there just travelers and messengers all the time? What is that, potatoes? Gambling. Gambling. And she's like, so few of you returned. Damn, bro, you didn't have to rub it in our faces, man. Isengard one-0'd us. It's the last thing you want to hear. Like, bro, what are you saying? Stop. Okay, that's crazy. You don't need to say all that. Everyone's so negative here. Where is he? He fell. Bro, you've barely known him. I know it's sad, but, like, she acts like you've barely known him. No, I guess it is sad. I'm being too harsh. She has a little crush on him. Oh my gosh. See, I agree. Get them into the caves, but also prepare them to leave. They didn't do that. Has one weakness. How does Grima know all this? Why does Grima Wormtongue know so much? I don't get it. It's so weird. He just kind of has information. Oh my god, this is so funny too. They could do a comedy with them, with these two. Bro, don't put the fire there. Saruman's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god. I think it's also funny Saruman invented bombs. This is crazy. I love this scene. This scene is awesome. Tens of thousands. Oh my god, the horns. Oh, the horns and the chanting. Look how many there are. That is terrifying. And Grima, I guess Grima never saw them. I don't know how he didn't see them, but before. And his candle blew out and he's still holding it. It's so funny. He's terrified. God. Jesus Christ. His voice is awesome. Christopher Lee has had one of the greatest voices of all time. God. And then he says there will be no dawn for men. That's terrifying. And Grima even sheds a tear. Like, yeah, this is what you sent. This is your fault. All your like your people are going to get slaughtered, bro. I don't even know what Grima gets out of this, like this relationship. I guess money and power, but like there's gonna be no world for you to enjoy by the time Saruman and Sauron get what they want. That's the problem. But I guess he hasn't thought about that or doesn't care. But like in a world with no men, which means like no men or women, then like what's the point? You're just gonna talk to a bunch of orcs all day and do what? Like what do you get out of that? Like the world's destroyed. First, like think about it. If Saruman and Sauron got their way, which nearly could have happened, then that means like there's a world with no like commerce or anything. It's just orcs and Sauron. So like what will and the world is getting like there's it's not beautiful. The world won't even be beautiful anymore. So it's going to be ravaged and turned into just industry and war. So what is as a human being? I mean, okay, well, because the Easterlings also work for Sauron, right? And they're humans. And the it's not in the movies, but in the books they live like way beyond. Like there's a whole other area next to Middle Earth. That's it's partial. It's like Middle Earth, but also like it's separated from like where the Lord of the Rings story and the Hobbit stories take place, and that's where the Southrons are and the Rune people and the Easterlings live, right? And so they're kind of like uh antagonistic or like neutral and not really pro Gondor or pro Rohan or like the men of the West. So I guess they're the men of the East, you could say. So I guess like the deal that they must have struck with Sauron is that like if they help Sauron defeat the men of the West, then they'll let the men of the East have their land, which obviously Sauron would not be chill with. Sauron would just kill them afterwards too. So it I guess it makes sense if you are like a king of a faction that's working with Sauron and you strike a deal where it's like, okay, we'll help you defeat the men of the West if you let us keep our section of the world, right? But Grima is not one of those dudes. He is not him. He is just a normal guy. So I don't know what his plan really is. Like, is he after Sauron and Saruman won, right? What's he gonna do? Command orcs to do what? To fight what? Would he go live in the with the men of the East in like a normal human area? Like what? I don't know. I don't really get what he wants. Which is fine, I guess. I feel like he's not like it's not like he's a main character. I've just always wondered. I've always been curious about what like his motivation is. I mean, he has like kind of a nice ending. I mean, it's a dark ending, but he redeems himself by killing Saruman at least, uh, and kind of avenging Rohan. And I would say he redeems himself, but yeah. So I'm just always been curious about what he expected to get after the war. That is a crazy army, by the way. Like, look at that. That's insane. Where the war, yeah, I guess that's true. It has started, but the war's so low key been going on for longer than that. He's dead. Imagine he was just dead. Oh my god. Oh yeah, he's saved by a horse. It's a good thing that Rohan didn't take his horse with them when they went to or not Minas Tirith, when they went to Helm's Deep. I guess is this whoa voice crack. I guess this must be Arwen. Arwen is like leading the horse to him. I don't really know. Again, I this stuff is super vague. Like how her powers work. But yeah, he's found by his horse. Oh my god, deep cut, bro. Actually, you can just walk it off. Just walk it off, bro. I think I pulled. Wait, I just thought of something. I think I pulled this scene up, and one of my Stranger Things streams for some reason. I don't remember why. It's got a flashback. I'm also pretty sure that for this scene that we just saw with him in the water, he almost actually drowned. Doing that scene, like he got caught under a current, and they had to rescue him, and he almost died. Of Viggo Mortensen. Okay, yeah, that was her trying to protect him. Okay, I remember that now. Bruh. She doesn't want to go, bruh. Is Elrond not going? I guess he's not. I thought he was supposed to go. They are pretty selfish, the elves. Like, he's sending all of his people and his armies to leave. Bruh, help them. Oh, this is dark. I forgot about this. He paints like the possibly the worst picture of how the relationship could go. Even if it's all happy, they'll still have to taste the bitterness of mortality. Bro, first of all, yeah, that like Aragorn's gonna die and like she'll always outlive him. First of all, like Aragorn's 87 and he looks like he's in his 30s, so he's gonna live for a super, super long time, and he's gonna probably be healthy, so he'll probably live for a couple hundred years or so, right? That's a long time to be with your like. Imagine being married for 100 plus years. I think that's plenty of time, more than enough time. I don't know. God, like look at this. I don't know. I think that he's obviously trying to paint it in the worst light possible for her so that to convince her to leave. But it's also just her common sense should kick in and be like, well, he's also like basically immortal too, like half immortal. He's 87, like I just pointed out, and he looks great. So I don't know. Like all the cinematic shots and the way he's speaking makes it seem way worse than it really is. Is what I'm saying. But I guess it's also her dad, so he has more. There's more power behind his words than if it was just a normal, regular dude saying it to her. Excuse me. There is nothing for you here, only death. Oh my god, chill. No hope. There is hope. Come on. This is kind of sad. Sorry, I'm not crying. My eyes are just watering from the yawning. Ugh. Yeah, he's manipulating you, man. He's just a bitter old man. Bro's like 4,000 years old. That's crazy. Can you imagine being 4,000 years old? And looking like him. He looks pretty good for 4,000 years. I can't stop yawning, bruh. He kind of looks disgusted with her. Like, ew, get out of here. Uh. Oh yeah, and then he gets a talking to, a little bit of a stern talk, not stern, but he gets a talking to from Galadriel. The God, that's terrifying. True. Well, you guys haven't been really doing anything. God, that's awesome. That's so cool. Ugh. Sorry, I don't have much to say about this part. It's just awesome. But she's saying all this like they haven't like to they've had time to mount the defense against Sauron. But they're sending all their people away. So like yeah, if you're going to send all your entire race to leave Middle Earth, then yeah, like what do you expect? Of course he's going to grow stronger. The elves, the people who have been here like the longest and are super powerful and OP are leaving. Yeah. So automatically you're by default once you leave, he will become more powerful just because of your absence. True. I forgot about this shot. I don't know why they didn't shoot it in slow motion. It's clearly not shot in slow-mo. I hate slow-mo that's not shot in slow-mo. It looks so bad. And I can't stand it in feature films. It just does not look professional to me. I guess maybe it's a style choice. I don't know. Renaissance painting in a good way, not glossy XR stage. Also, quick shout out to my viewer out there. I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video or like the stream and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Ekasala Unfiltered if you haven't already. But I appreciate you. Great painting. I would put that in my room if I had this painting. If I could have it. Maybe it exists. I should look into that. Or a map. Oh my god, I need to get a map of Middle Earth. I need to get a map of Middle Earth. Wait a minute. Cut back. Go back. Come on. Cut back to that shot. Cut back to the shot. They've got so many candles. Fire hazard. I guess it's a cave, so it doesn't matter. But Jesus, you're just having all those candles going all the time. Oh my God. I guess they need to. It's oddly well lit in there, considering that there's no lights, like technology, electricity. Everyone's weak, I guess. Seems like everyone in this world is weak except for Sauron and Saruman. It's because you guys have been sitting on your hands for 60 plus years or however long it's been. Oh, this kind of looks weird. They don't look too great here, the CGI. They're obviously on a green screen and then superimposed here, but most of it looks pretty good. Wait, his men are stupid. How would they just say that? Oh yeah, they're orc spies. You didn't even check. How would you even know? Blanketed statements, man. Oh shoot, what did I just do? Uh-oh. I almost broke my chair. It just doxed Samwise. He just doxed him. Skulking friend. Gangrel creature. What does gangrel mean? That's great, by the way. No favored look is so funny. I'm gonna start using that for people. Ew. He's a professional wrestler. Okay, well, he looks like Gollum. A gangrel is primarily a Scottish dialect for a wandering beggar, vagabond, or tramp. Interesting. A tall, thin, awkward, or gangling person. I guess that's how Gollum is, yeah. Beast-like, yeah. Nomadic, vampiric, yeah. That's true. All right, Boromir. This is how Frodo learns that Boromir died. And this is how Faramir learns a little bit about Boromir from Frodo. What's great about this? Aw. I'm gonna pause again real quick. I love the scene. We're about to get we're right here is where the extended part of the scene happens, by the way. But real quick, before we get into the scene fully, um, uh, sorry, what was I saying? Before we dive into the scene fully, I just think it's so, like, I love how Frodo, even because remember the last time Frodo saw Boromir, Boromir attacked him. And I guess like Frodo obviously knew it was mostly the ring doing it, but it's very like sweet to think that even after that and after not knowing Boromir's fate or anything, he's like standing up for Boromir here, even like because he's forgiven him. It's obvious that Frodo's forgiven him and he knows it was the ring, and it makes it doubly sad that Boromir died without getting or knowing that Frodo forgave him. It's very sad, but it also is very sweet that Frodo has forgiven him. Because I would assume most people would not have forgiven him for attacking him like that, but Frodo's just such a good guy. But yeah, this is extended right here. We even see it. We're about to get a flashback. Yes, he was his brother. Frodo's like, what? Yep, this is all cut. Pretty important stuff. God, this is so creepy too. It's so eerie. The coloring. Can you imagine you just find your brother? Okay, that's silly. I don't think he really arrived like that. He fell off a waterfall. There's no way, right? Unless he was strapped in. Okay, I think he just is. Yeah, he was just imagining it. Yeah, that's just part of it. So that's dark, very dark, and then we're going to see in a bit. Right here, right here. See, look at this. It's awesome. He was like a heroic dude, and this is like peak Boromir. It's so good. He was filled with so much hope, and he was so patriotic. Peak Boromir. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And you got the triumphant like King Arthur kind of type music. Oh my god. So good. And look at this. Look at this. They embrace. It's so good and it was cut. Aw. It's so nice. Time for drinking. They're just having little brother. Aw. Today life is good. And here's where it changes. I hate Denethor. I hate him. Where's my firstborn? Notice that? You didn't say anything about Faramir. Oh, he's such a good brother. The victory belongs to God. He's just so like. I'm gonna pause again. This is like, it's so good. There's so much here. So, in the okay, the theatrical version of this film has no Boromir. There's zero Boromir content, zero. In this, we see there's only, or in the theatrical, there's only Faramir, and all that we were told is that Faramir was Boromir's brother, right? In this, we actually see them interact. There's never a scene in the theatrical edition where Boromir is like in a scene with Faramir, but here we see them talk together. We see that they have a great relationship, and that the one thorn in their relationship is Denethor, their father, who favors Boromir over Faramir and constantly is putting down Faramir and propping up Boromir. But Boromir in this dynamic is, he's not like an egotistical maniac who doesn't like his brother. He loves his little brother, and he kind of has to put on an act for Denethor to appease him. And he even, like right here, he just tried to slip in a compliment to Faramir and try to get Faramir some approval from his father. But Denethor will not have any of it. So we get insight into Faramir and his relationship with Boromir, and how his relationship with Boromir was, affected by both their relationships with their father, and how different the father treated both of them. But cut that out of the theatrical. We don't need any of that. That's just stupid to put that in there. It makes me so mad that people can watch this scene. People will watch the extended edition. People will watch the extended editions and watch these scenes and say, "Nah, it's too long. It's too long. Why is it so long, bruh? Did you not pay attention to anything you just watched?" I'm sorry. People who don't like it are. No, I was gonna say stupid. I'd say ignorant. I think people who watch it are either ignorant or they don't really like Lord of the Rings. Because I don't know how you can watch this and be like, "Nah, we need less of this." What else? What are you talking about? Why would you not? Why? It's this terrible argument. I hate the argument that it's too long. It's too long. Who cares if what do you mean it's too long? Then you don't enjoy it. The only people who, I don't know. It's not like, and it's funny because it's like there are other things that people can, like, if you're like, if you enjoy something and it's too long, like, okay, like I love skiing, right? And it can, if someone's like, let's go skiing for 20 hours, I'm going to say, oh, that's too long. And they're not going to be like, don't you like skiing? Why don't you like what, you know what I mean? Like, the argument doesn't work for everything, but it's a movie. You can pause it. You can have intermissions. You can have breaks. It's not like someone's forcing someone to spend 13 hours straight to watch Lord of the Rings and that it's too long. It's just you can parson it out, right? That's the right word. Parson it out. That's why I hate the too long argument. It's a stupid argument. Why does long equal bad? Long man bad, as they would say on EFAP. It's a stupid argument. But let's continue. God, always you cast a poor reflection on me. And now Denethor is, or not Denethor, Boromir's trying to defend his brother. And Denethor's pissed. Oh my god. I know his uses and they are few. That is so bad. And this is where we learn that Denethor is going to send Boromir. It's crazy because you also see here we learn that Boromir is also very, like, he's kind of scared of the One Ring, and Denethor is the one who really, so like Denethor is kind of, sorry, Boromir is in the Fellowship after this context is basically just an extension of Denethor, and that Denethor is low-key just forcing Boromir to take the ring so that Denethor can use it against Sauron, even though we already know that that's not possible. And it's funny because there is like a world where Faramir went to Rivendell instead of Boromir, which is really interesting to think about. Could you imagine the Fellowship of the Ring if it was Faramir, not Boromir? There's so many interesting ways they could have gone. Imagine Boromir didn't die, and then what that would look like too. That would be incredible. Imagine Boromir at the Battle of Helm's Deep. And yeah, Boromir didn't want to go. Boromir wanted to stay and defend Osgiliath. So there was a chance Faramir would have gone. See? Faramir almost went to Rivendell. That would have been a crazy change up. Excuse me. Oops. That would have been insane. Imagine, because like, oh, we don't even get. I didn't even realize this. We don't even get scenes with Faramir and Aragorn. Oh, imagine. It's so cool because the characters are so well characterized and well done that you can imagine how they'd play off each other. I honestly think Faramir would have gotten along probably better with Aragorn than Boromir did because Faramir's more. He's not as brass and like uh not egotistical, but like Boromir's kind of a bit of a showman, and he's very like he's got a big personality. Faramir's more quiet, more reserved, and that's how Aragorn is. So they probably their personalities would have clicked better, and that would have been so interesting too to see. I would love to see that. Someone out there make some AI slop of what that would have looked like. That would be crazy. I would love to watch that. I would watch that on here actually on a stream. That'd be cool. So whoever sees this either live right now or if you're seeing the re-upload, make the AI alternate version or make some kind of alternate version, and I'll review it live. It would be beautiful. Oh my god, bro sells out Gollum here. Poor Gollum. Okay, wait. Gollum abandoned them though. Think about that. I feel like everyone forgets this. I feel like even Frodo forgets that Gollum low key just abandoned Sam and Frodo. Or him and Frodo. Oh my god, he's about to get mag dumped. They're about to mag dump Gollum here. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and he starts singing. I forgot about that. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm still caught up on the Boromir stuff. That scene is so good. I cannot believe they cut it. Bro, my god. Why are you hitting it like that? There's no way it's still alive. There's no way. Oh my god. I love how it's like he's innocent as he's like slapping a fish aggressively against the rock. Like, bruh. Yeah, hell no. Shoot him. Shoot him. Okay. Oh, this is funny. This is so funny. Gollum's like, he looks insane. Oh my god. He's also sus, clearly. He's like, what? Wait. He's like, what's bro up to? I don't trust you. What are you doing? What are you up to? It's a setup. He's got a wire. He's got a wire, Gollum. Bro just got set up. It's messed up. That sounds so insincere. Nice, Smeagol. Come on. Bag him. We got him. Chat rate. Did someone send a chat? I don't see any chats. It says that there's a chat. Well, they bagged him. They bagged him. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I forgot. They added a lot more violence in this scene. They're... Bro, this is the Mossad CIA tactics right here. John Kiriakou moment. Dear Lord. Bro, Smeagol. Is Smeagol a Mossad agent? Is Gollum a Mossad agent? He's working for the big Yahoo. Oh, this scene's pretty funny. It's not funny. It's good, but it's just funny because Faramir's like, what the hell? But I'm pretty sure this is more Faramir figuring out it's Gollum because most people know who Gollum is. Gollum's low-key famous. It seems like everyone knows about Gollum. I guess when you're 500 years old, you're gonna bound to be famous at that point or well known. God. Yeah, he low-key did betray you. I mean, he didn't. Kind of. Oh god, bro's about to go crazy. Excuse me. Oh my god, chill. That's so loud. Now he's egging him on to use the ring. Bro's an enabler. Just take the hit. Take it. No, don't do it. Just take a hit, man. You gotta do it. Oh my god. I can't remember what he says. The ring's taking me, right? Is that what he says? Yeah. Bro, we've known that. Sam isn't a rocket scientist. You've known that since pretty much the beginning. He'll see. Oh, this is another John Kiriakou moment. Yeah, straight to the straight to the deadly threatening. No questions. God. Tira in the wild I have you. God. But this is important too. Wait. I'm going to pause in a second. I just wanted to say the important line. Right here. A chance for Faramir, captain of Gondor, to show his quality. Okay. Okay, let's pause here. This is super important. So, I'm going to compare. This is another reason why theatrical version sucks compared to the extended edition. So, in the theatrical edition, like I said, there's none of that Boromir stuff. None of it. It's just Faramir finds Frodo. He tells Frodo that Boromir was his brother, and that's it. And then we get the stuff with the pool and Gollum, and then this scene happens. That's essentially what happens. So with the context of the extended edition, and we see that Faramir was treated so badly by Denethor, and that obviously that Boromir was loved more by Denethor than Faramir was, and Boromir even says, not Boromir, when Faramir offers to go to Rivendell, Denethor says, "Oh, a chance for Faramir, captain of Gondor, to show his quality," right? And like sarcastically, blah blah blah. And so now the context of this scene is totally changed. Because in the theatrical, it just looks like Faramir's greedy and he wants the ring, right? But now, Faramir sees getting the ring as a chance to prove himself to his father. It's not even about the fact that it's the one ring and that he wants it for the sake of it being the one ring. It's that he has a chance to do it, like do something Boromir didn't do and couldn't do, which is bound to like bring, make his father like him more. So way more complex and way more interesting than the theatrical edition, and it's just it totally recontextualizes the scene, having those extra extended scenes in this. It's insane. Oh god, he's getting all freaky. Tismy Frodo. Tis Fro. To Mordor, to the Mountain of Fire. It's called Mount Doom, actually. You're wrong. God. The ring will go to Gondor. Yeah, but he's torn here because it's like, do I help these hobbits with their mission, or do I finally maybe gain approval of my father? And so the approval of his father is obviously going to be a little bit more important than these random hobbits. So good, so good. But then we know Faramir makes the right choice and sacrifices his chance, which is even better. It shows how good of a person he is. What is that? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? Oh, it's water. I thought it was, I thought that was a tarp or like some diffuser that they left on set. I could not. That's crazy. My bad. I guess I'm stupid. Um, but yeah, the theatrical edition has nothing on the extended edition. Pretty much the Boromir scenes prove it 1,000%. I don't know. I just don't understand how anyone could watch the Boromir scenes and in the extended and think, oh yeah, we need less of this. It's too long. It's insane. Another great helicopter shot here. God, it looks so good. What time is it? I might have to stop soon. I might have to stop soon. Even though there's still an hour and a half left. Damn. Not that there's anything wrong with it being long. That sounds contradictory to what I just said. I have plans, so I might not be able to get through it all today. You know what we'll do? I'll pause it before the Battle of Helm's Deep so we can talk about that next stream. That's crazy. Yeah, you think you're funny, huh? Yeah, she freaks out, obviously. Poor Arwen being led on constantly by Aragorn. How does she understand what just happened? She's so far. That's funny. I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, he barges in. Wow, he's him. He's him. Okay, wait a minute. He doesn't know that. He can't say all Isengard is emptied. How he never what? You can't say that. He doesn't know. It's funny. A lot of people. I will say this about Lord of the Rings. There are a lot of people who make very blanketed statements in Lord of the Rings with absolutely no. Like, there's no way. How would he know Isengard is emptied when he didn't even see Isengard or anything? Also, 10,000 strong at least. Okay, I guess that's an estimate. But like Gandalf says blanketed things all the time too. Like, um, he's like, oh, that the ring is in the hands of Frodo and it's headed to Mount Doom. Like, okay, you knew that before you got taken by the Balrog, but realistically, you don't know if Frodo has the ring. You're just assuming he does. But you've also been like dead for a few months, right? At least I don't know how long it's been, but he's been dead. He's been gone. He's been out of commission for a good long while. It's just funny. A lot of people make very blanketed terms in these movies, which is just it's fine, I guess. It's just funny. God, that's terrifying. An army bred for a single purpose to destroy the world of men, bruh. Poor Theoden too. He just keeps getting hit with one problem after another, and he's just been beaten down. He's probably one of the most beat down characters in this trilogy. Like, let's just go over it real quick. First, he gets comaed by Saruman, and on his watch, his son, or not on his watch. Well, yeah, I guess on his watch, but under the influence of Saruman, his son gets killed, and he doesn't even do anything about it. He sends off his nephew, and almost ruins their relationship. His daughter almost gets like courted by Grima, or not daughter. His niece almost gets courted by Grima Wormtongue, and then he wakes up to his son being dead and his kingdom being in ruins from Saruman, and then he feels the guilt and responsible for that. And then when he's trying to help his people get to Helm's Deep, a bunch of his soldiers get absolutely mangled by wargs, and he has to leave them. So now he has to leave his soldiers behind, and tell and break the news to his citizens that their loved ones are dead and that they had to leave them behind. And now he's learning that there's an army of 10,000 Urukai coming at him. My God, that's terrible. He has no time to grieve for his son, really. Like, he had that, like, a day or two. And now it's just, God, he's in the worst situation of all time. He's in the worst. He has the worst cards, and he has to deal with the worst stuff, like some of the worst stuff that anyone has to deal with. He has so much on his shoulders because everyone else is sort of like, I mean, they got a lot of on their shoulders too, but they don't have the same responsibility that he has. He's responsible for all the kids, all the women, all his men, and then, as we'll learn in a little bit, he has to force kids and, I mean, well, not women actually, but he has to force kids and old people to fight in the war. Oh my God, it's tragic. It's tragic. I feel like a lot of that stuff doesn't go noticed by a lot of people. Maybe I'm wrong, but no one I've talked to has ever brought it up. Kind of, but not for Legolas. You can just shoot right through him. It's never been a problem. What wars has he fought, actually? What wars have there been in his time? He's a bit he's a bit confident, I will say that. But it's for a reason, as we'll see in a moment. I love this. Look at my men, like their courage hangs by a thread. Oh, he's so good. He's so great. It's true. He's just trying to be confident in front of his men, and it's already hard to be confident for all the things I just listed. And now Aragorn's poking holes in his confidence. I would be mad too. That's so good. Yeah, they've all left. That's why. Gondor will answer. Oh, something's on my nose. It's true. He's not wrong. We are alone. So good. So good. Yeah, there is no time. True. Oh yeah, and then Saruman's spies here. Okay, let me pause. What time is it? It's about 8 o'clock for the folks out west or out in the east. Um, I'm gonna pause here. So we got an hour and 20 minutes left. So that's basically a whole movie, normal movie. Um, because I have to get ready because I have plans. But damn, it's been 3 hours is a long stream. I'm sorry. I know I'm normal. You guys are normally used to between 4 and 8 hours, or sometimes 6. Well, I mean, the Iron Lung stream was like 2 hours, and then I did the ginger dead man thing. Um, but yeah, I'll do a part two. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it in the middle of a week, in the end of the week or something, after 5 or something. We'll figure it out. It'll either be Friday or Saturday. Hopefully Friday. It might have to be Saturday again. The schedule might have to change. The schedule's a little in flux. I originally wanted to do Fridays, but it might have to be Saturdays now. Um, it'll always be on, I think typically it'll always be on a weekend. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, you guys, if you're subscribed and you have the notifications on, you'll know. So do make sure you're subscribed and you have your notifications on, and make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Ekasala.unfiltered. It's the same for both TikTok and Instagram. But yeah, we'll cover the remainder of the Two Towers next week, or in the coming days. Again, maybe it'll be sooner than Friday, Friday or Saturday. And we'll talk about Helm's Deep. Oh my God, one of the best battles in cinematic history, I'd say. In the rest of this film, there's still a lot left. There's literally an hour and 20 minutes left, which is insane. And we covered 2.5 hours in about 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours and 4 minutes. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. I wasn't as talkative as I normally am. I think these movies are so good that sometimes I get enveloped in them. Uh, but yeah, also if you're live, if you happen to be live, feel free to chat and we can chat up the movie while I go over it. I'm always welcome to hear your thoughts, hear pushback if you have pushback against anything I say. Always welcome to some friendly banter, friendly discourse. Um, but yeah, don't forget, please subscribe. It would really help me out a lot, and you'll also just be notified whenever, and make sure you click the bell thing so you're notified, because then it helps me out, because then I have more subscribers, obviously, and then it'll help you out because you'll know when I'm live. But I guess that's it for today, and I guess some quick updates, like general channel show updates. So. Uh, I've got some things in the works, some plans in the works. I can't reveal what they are just yet, but it's pretty cool, I think. And in the coming weeks, or coming, I guess, month or so, there'll be some major announcements and major stuff happening for you guys. Possibly, if you're interested in what it is, you'll see. I know I'm being mysterious, but I've been dedicating a lot of time to that. So streams might I would like to remain consistent with streaming. And I haven't been posting a lot on the TikTok or the Instagram. That'll start happening again. They'll be more consistent with that. In the shorts on YouTube, of course. And I'm gonna try to remain consistent with streaming, and when it happens, it'll always be probably on a weekend. And the goal is to make it on a Friday or Saturday night, because that's when most people are free. But yeah, there's big stuff coming. So stay tuned. And I guess that's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed. Um, and yeah, I will catch you in the next stream, either Friday or even sooner. So you all have a fantastic evening.